Afternoon, Constable. Hello there. No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, Constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? Right, I've got your number. Why are you trying to open the door?
I hope you don't intend to put that on YouTube.
It's nothing to do with whether I do or not.
Why?
Because I'm lawfully allowed to. This man stopped me for being overweight. You can clearly see I'm not overweight. It's an absolute fallacy. So we can get his bit over and done with, and then everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Right, fair enough then, Constable. Thank you very much. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever, Constable.
Okay.
There's no malice or injustice towards you today.
My colleague got your driving licence?
No, he has not.
Has he requested your driving licence?
He said, and I asked him, am I obliged to give my details until he's done his bit? And he walked off. He didn't say anything else.
You are obliged to do that. So if an officer requests your driving licence,
and if I haven't got it on me, what happens?
Obliged to do so.
And if I do not have it with me?
If you haven't, then you're required to give us your name and address and your date of birth.
I don't have to give my date of birth, Constable.
Yes,
Under what law?
If you do not produce your driving licence,
under what law?
You are obliged.
Under what law, Constable?
Under the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act, Constable, not law.
Under the Road
That's an
Traffic
act, Constable.
Act.
That's an act.
The moment the officer goes straight for the van door without saying a single word, the situation already feels off. A proper interaction should start with a greeting and a clear reason for approaching someone. You don't simply reach into another person's vehicle and explain yourself afterward. Actions like that can make the situation tense right from the start. Respectful communication should always come before taking any kind of step. Then the officer begins asking questions and casually mentions the Road Traffic Act, almost as if just saying the name of the law is enough to justify the action. But mentioning a law alone doesn't automatically give authority. Jay points this out, and that's an important detail because laws are not general permissions. They're made up of specific sections that only apply in certain situations that in this case. The officer cannot point to any exact section that supports what they're doing. That's why the explanation remains unclear and incomplete. Instead of providing a solid legal reason, the officer relies on sounding confident and hoping that goes unchallenged. When the details are missing, confidence alone cannot replace clear and proper justification.
That's an act, Constable. It's an act.
Address if you cannot produce your driving
It's an act, Constable. It's an act, not law. Please distinguish it. No, it's not law of the country, Constable. It's an act made by Parliament. It's not law.
If you don't do so,
it's not law.
If you do not do so,
it's not law.
Just let me finish. If you do not do so, the officer may arrest you.
Under what law? Under what law?
He may arrest you.
Under what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, Constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen. Front wheels onto the weighing plate.
Do not demand I do anything, Constable. There's nothing taking place here.
Put your wheels onto the weighing plate.
Is that a demand or a request? Yeah, I understand that. But why is your constable trying to open my van doors as well? What for? What lawful reason did your another constable trying to open my door?
I didn't see that, so I was inside.
Well, it's on film, so I've got it on film. I've got his number.
Now that I'm here,
where do you want me to stop?
Now that I'm here,
yeah, I fully understand.
You do what I ask you.
I am. I've been compliant.
I want to get you on your way. Yeah. I need to see the weighing certificate on the side of your car. Is that all right?
You know this van don't do it. I've got the MOT in here somewhere, so I'll give you that.
I need to know your weights.
I'll give you the MOT. That says it on it.
MOT. What are the weights on it?
Right, no, Constable. I'm not overweight.
I need to see your weights.
I'm not overweight.
I need to know if you've committed an offence or not. And
I'm not overweight.
Long enough to make sure you haven't.
As the conversation continues, the officer's explanation keeps shifting. One moment they hint that an arrest might happen, and the next moment there is still no clear offense mentioned and no specific legal authority explained. When the details keep changing like this, it usually means there isn't a solid reason behind the action. Clear situations normally come with clear answers. Talking about an arrest without stating exactly what someone has done wrong is not real authority. It creates pressure instead of clarity. Statements like that can make people feel pushed to comply, even when the legal reason has not been properly explained. Instead of providing facts, the situation starts to rely on uncertainty. Then another officer joins the conversation and asks for a weighing slip to check if the van might actually be overweight. That moment reveals a lot. If there had already been a confirmed issue, they would not need to start searching for proof afterward. Normally, evidence comes first, followed by the use of proper powers. If the van had truly been over the legal weight limit, the officers would already know which rule applied and what authority they were using. They wouldn't be guessing or trying to figure it out during the stop. The driver also clearly states that the van is not overweight, adding another layer to the confusion around the officer's claims.
Oh, I've not been over.
Let me see the weight on
your
door.
So you can gain access to the vehicle while I'm in here, Constable. That's all it's to do with.
You can let me open the door.
Am I overweight?
Without checking your plate, how can I tell?
Am I overweight?
I need to see your weight facts on your vehicle to know what
Right.
you're allowed. I can't make it up.
Got the logbook here.
It won't be on your logbook.
It will. The van weight's on the logbook.
Okay. May I look at that then?
The van weight's on the logbook.
Alright.
Now I'm going to have a look first though, Constable.
A bit unnecessary.
No, Constable.
Why is that?
It's unnecessary. You saying I'm overweight when you think I'm overweight.
I form an opinion.
No. Don't
have
even
to
start
form an
that one now.
opinion to
No,
do something.
no.
I thought you were speeding. I have to form that opinion.
Revenue weight, gross weight, 3,500 kilograms.
But I need to know what your axles are.
3,500 kilograms is what I'm
the weight.
allowed.
That's the vehicle.
No, Constable.
I need to know what each individual axle is. It weighs in
Well,
each
you best
individual
go and
axle.
can you go and check up on your database, and please?
No, I haven't got access. It's on your van.
Can you go and check up on
It's
your
on your
database,
van.
Constable?
I'll have to keep you here for an indefinite period then until you let me look at your van.
Well, that's as may be, Constable, but it's on the
Okay.
logbook and it says I'm
Why are
3,000.
you being so unreasonable?
Because you're pulling me for something that hasn't happened, Constable.
As soon as the discussion turns to official documents, the officer's earlier confidence begins to fade. Jay does not allow access to the van, but he calmly provides the logbook instead. That document clearly lists the vehicle's official weight and contains the exact information needed to settle the question. Providing proper paperwork should normally help clear things up quickly. Instead of reviewing the document carefully, the officer admits he is mainly relying on his own assumption. He simply responds by saying he has formed an opinion. That single statement highlights the main issue here. An opinion by itself is not proof, and it does not override verified records or official documents that already exist. Jay even reminds them that they have access to their own internal system where they can confirm the vehicle details properly. The information is already available if they choose to check it. However, rather than verifying the facts, the situation shifts in another direction. Suddenly, Jay is warned that he could be kept there for a long time and is told that he is being difficult. That response flips the situation around. Instead of focusing on the clear evidence in front of them, the pressure is placed on the person who is simply asking for the facts to be checked.
Blatantly hasn't happened.
Okay. How can I establish that without bringing you to somewhere like this?
Because you should already have this on your bits, Constable, whether you
No.
know whether people are or
No.
not.
Would you let me see the plate on your van? That will sort it out within 10 seconds and then you can go.
I don't trust you, Constable.
You don't what?
I don't trust none of your corporation, Constable.
You don't trust me?
No.
Why is that? What have I done to make you distrust me?
Well, several things what are going on recent in the papers and everything else.
Have
On
you
the
ever met
news.
me before?
It's nothing to do with that.
Have I ever met you before?
It's the name of
So
the
why should I
corporation.
treat you any different to anybody
It's the
else?
name of the corporation, Constable. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
It's not my fault. The name of the corporation has taken a bad name.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Your corporation has took a bad name for
What's my corporation?
the police.
I need to know your axles.
No, it needs to know the weight of the whole
Give me
thing.
some axle weights.
It's
I
giving
need
the
to
weight of the
know-
whole thing. We'll weigh the whole van then.
I've just weighed your front axle.
Right.
I've weighed your rear axle.
Right.
Together is your overall weight.
Right.
But then each axle has a restriction on how much it can carry. And I need to know if the weights that it's told me are in excess of the weights that you're allowed to carry.
By this stage, the officer continues pressing the issue, even though there is no clear reason left to do so. The paperwork has already been shown, and the vehicle's weight has been explained. Still, the officer keeps trying to gain access to the van, almost as if getting inside has become a main goal rather than resolving the situation. Instead of bringing the stop to a clear conclusion, the interaction continues without a solid purpose. Jay says openly that he does not trust the officer, and that reaction makes sense considering how the encounter has unfolded. From the very beginning, the stop lacked clear communication and proper explanation. When an interaction starts in a confusing way, it naturally affects how the rest of the conversation is viewed. Then the focus suddenly shifts to a new point about axle weight. This change raises more questions because the van's total weight had already been discussed and addressed. When the original concern doesn't hold up, introducing a different angle can make it seem like the objective has changed. Instead of resolving the issue based on the information already provided, the conversation keeps moving toward new possibilities. Looking for fresh explanations after the first concern has been settled does not look like normal enforcement. It gives the impression that the stop is being stretched out even after the original suspicion no longer stands.
Determine that information. It is literally inside your door.
Yeah,
on
inside
a
the door.
sticker.
Inside the door, Constable.
Well, will you let me look at it?
I'm not obliged to let you in my vehicle, Constable, when you can do this
Okay.
from there. You can
Okay.
do this from there, Constable.
Sorry?
You can do this from there.
From where?
You know whether the whole van, if that back axle overweighs, it would weigh it total. It's not the axle, it's what's in on top of the axle.
But each axle has a restriction.
Whatever
on its
is sitting
weight.
on the back of that top axle
Right.
would overweigh that bridge if it was overweight in total. Absolute guaranteed.
But
I
each
understand how
axle-
weight bridges work.
Each axles can be different weights.
Right.
You're very light on your front.
Right, so that's perfectly alright. So there's nothing wrong with the front. So now
You're heavy on your back.
No,
so
I'm
I
not.
need to know what it is on the back.
It's not over on the back, it's just proved it on there.
Sorry, it doesn't.
It just proved it, it just showed you the weight.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what you are.
Constable, if I put 10 tonne of weight on your shoulders, your body and the 10 tonne weigh. It's not just the axle. Please do not test my intelligence. Whatever's in the back will push down on the axle and
I
show
do
an axle
understand
weight.
that. I know the laws of physics.
Right, so exactly. So why can't you laws
But
of physics on there?
I still need to know.
No, you still need to
what
gain access
the
to my
weight-
vehicle. That's what you're trying to gain access to.
I'm not trying to gain access. I'm just trying to get some information, which will get you out of here faster than you realise.
Nothing to
And
do
you're
with
just
getting
being
out of it. I'll sit here all day
awkward.
because I'm not being awkward, Constable.
At this stage, Jake clearly points out the issue, and it's obvious the officer isn't pleased with hearing it. Jay is not required to allow anyone inside his vehicle, and that is a simple legal boundary. Despite that, he finds himself explaining basic weight rules and simple facts to the very person who is claiming to be in charge of the situation. The roles almost seem reversed, with Jay calmly laying out the details. When the facts no longer support the officer's position, the tone of the conversation changes. Instead of addressing the information being presented, the officer begins describing Jay as being awkward. This is a familiar tactic used in many tense conversations. Labeling someone like that shifts attention away from the real issue. The word awkward in this moment is not really about Jay's behavior. It reflects the officer's frustration with the situation. When someone calmly stands their ground and refuses to give up their rights just to make things easier, it can create tension. Why calling Jay awkward? The officer attempts to turn the focus onto Jay's attitude rather than the lack of a clear reason for the stop. It becomes a way to reshape the situation and make resistance look like a problem. In reality, it is simply someone standing firm when the original justification for the stop has already faded away.
What are you worried about?
I'm not worried about it. Why
So why can't I look at it?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Sorry?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Well, you
I'm
can't
not
even
worried.
allow me access to the van. What do you think I'm going to do when I open the door? Attack you or something?
I don't trust you. I don't trust
You don't trust me?
No.
What have I done to make you
Nothing
feel
what you do, Constable.
threatened?
It's the corporation.
What have I
People
done?
get maimed
What have
and
I
die
done to
in the
make
name
you
of that
feel
police
threatened?
name. People have been maimed and died, several in the last year,
Right.
under that name. So I'm staying this side of the door. You're all armed with weaponry.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
I'll tell you what I
weaponry.
will do. I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed
to
with
make it
weaponry.
easy for yourself.
You've got weaponry about your person.
What I'll
that
do,
can be used
what-
at will,
Give me
Constable.
a chance to talk.
Don't
What I'll
clench
do
your
to
fist
make
at
it easy
me.
for you is I'll go over there. You have a look. You write it down. I'll even give you my pen.
No, it doesn't
You
matter,
write it down
Constable.
for me, and then I will come
The minute
nowhere
I
near
open this
you.
door, you'll be rifling through everything.
You
You'll be
want
doing.
my
No,
pen?
I don't trust you,
Use your
Constable.
own pen. Write it down for me.
I don't trust you, Constable.
Sorry?
I don't trust you.
Because you're refusing to give me the information that I need.
It's nothing to do with the information. I'll give you the logbook to show you.
That question shifts the responsibility onto Jay when it really shouldn't. He is not required to explain why he says no, especially after a stop that began with guesses and keeps changing direction. Saying no to access does not mean someone has something to hide. It simply means they are setting a clear boundary. Those boundaries become even more important when several officers are standing there asking to enter the vehicle but still cannot point to a clear legal reason. Without a specific authority being explained, the request becomes harder to justify. In situations like this, clarity should always come before pressure. The difference in power during the stop is easy to see. The officers have their uniforms, their radios, their numbers, and the ability to detain someone if needed. Jay, on the other hand, only has his documents and his legal right to keep his vehicle private. That right still exists, even if it slows things down for the officers. That a person's rights do not disappear simply because they make the situation less convenient. When repeated requests replace proper explanations, standing firm is not being difficult. It becomes the only way to prevent a routine stop from slowly turning into a search based on pressure rather than clear legal grounds.
Holding up another member of the public.
That just gives me the gross vehicle weight.
Right.
He's trying to do his job of work.
And what do you think I'm doing? Going about my business, Constable? You're holding me up.
Refusing.
I'm not refusing, but I'll get out then.
Why would I want to do anything different?
Because your corporation live on corruption. I'm sorry, Constable. That's the way it works. Right, so where's this super plate then? It isn't there. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
Would I be allowed to look under the
You
bonnet?
pulled me on the allegation I was overweight, and it's an absolute fallacy.
I've checked the weights and you're within the limits that are allowed.
Right, thank you, Constable. I just think this is a bit over the top. I've had a lot of bad press in Cambridge
Do you need
Police.
my details?
No, it's all right. I've got everyone's numbers. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
What really highlights the situation is when the officers accuse Jay of delaying the driver behind him. In reality, the officers were the ones who stopped both vehicles in the first place. Jay didn't cause the holdup. The delay started the moment the stop was made. Pointing the finger at him changes the story, but it doesn't change the facts. Blaming him like that isn't really about traffic or keeping the road moving. It's a way to apply pressure. The idea is to make the driver feel responsible for a problem that came directly from the stop itself. When someone is made to feel like they're causing trouble for others, it can push them to give in just to end the situation. Eventually, Jay allows the officers to look at the back of the van. But this doesn't happen because they found new evidence or uncover a problem. It happens after the stop has gone on long enough to test anyone's patience. By this point, Jay has already shown the paperwork, explained the legal weight limits, and even suggested checks the officers could have run earlier. Allowing them to look inside doesn't prove the stop was justified. It simply brings an end to a conversation that kept going without clear support. The situation continued because of persistence, not because of solid proof. In the end, the final system check confirms exactly what Jay had been saying the entire time. The van is within the legal weight limit. No offense is found, no further action is taken, and Jay is free to leave. When you look at the whole encounter, it wasn't about officers uncovering a hidden problem. It was about a stop continuing long after the original concern had fallen apart. The delay, the pressure, and the shifting explanations all point to a situation that lasted longer than it should have. That if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, share with others, and subscribe to support the channel. Your support helps keep discussions like this visible and encourages more accountability in the future. I'm the Audit Assessor, and this was episode 12.